Hi Libra, welcome to your December reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave it doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. And if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep it in your back pocket or you can come back at a later time. We're going to take a look into what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of December. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance overall. See what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, and anything else that you might be celebrating at this time. Happy holidays. I hope that you guys have a great season, and that, you know, this next year brings us many blessings and good stuff. All right, so let's see what's gonna go on for you guys in December. We're starting off with some affirmations, things that we can reconnect to for the month, little reminders. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Any affirmations, please? Oh, we actually got two cards flipping out. We have Rebirth. Oh my god, you guys, because I did a little meditation before getting into this reading. I actually wrote that down in my little notebook. Rebirth, like one of the very first things I wrote down. So that's interesting. Maybe I'll get to whatever I wrote down about, but already off to an interesting start. So there's like this renewal, there's like this rebirth. You guys are coming out of this energy of breaking away from the past, breaking away from old habits, old cycles, old mindsets, relationships, things that just were not working for you. And I actually got the Phoenix when I was prepping this deck. Let's see, where is it? The Phoenix came up, and so that's why I was like, okay, so there's definitely some sort of renewal, rebirth going on here, rising from the ashes. This also does talk about second chances, I do have to say. Also, relationships is at the bottom of my affirmations deck, so there might be some sort of renewal or second chance in a relationship of some sort. I'm just throwing it out there. We also have balance out here, so making sure you guys are grounding yourself. I actually did write that down, because when I was meditating, I was imagining I was like in a forest, and I was on the ground, and it's like dirt, like, you know, really just connecting and touching the trees and walking barefoot. And like, you guys are air signs, right? Your opposite is earth, and so you guys are needing to ground yourselves, finding a sense of balance, balancing your scales, of course. I think actually in your last reading I was mentioning that to you guys, needing to really ground yourself. You guys might be all up in the clouds, or a little bit confused, a little bit of mental fog. And it's, yeah, because I actually did write down, I seen like mist. It was kind of misty, so like there might be some sort of mental fog going on, or there's a situation that you guys might be confused about. Perhaps there's some sort of rebirth or a renewal, or this just might be within you. If you're not interested in that, we'll get to it. Let's just see what else needs to come out. We have awareness. Okay, so it's definitely about being aware of patterns that you might be repeating in your day-to-day life, things that aren't working for you, cycles, needing to be very mindful of those things, okay, moving forward, because you're trying to change, you're trying to be the best version of yourself, and there might be times or moments where you slip up into old habits or old routines that might sidetrack you from actually moving towards your goals and your ambitions and whatever it is that you're trying to move towards, right? That can sometimes set us back or make us move backwards. So trying to be aware of those cycles and aware of those things that you're trying to change or reprogram, okay? So we have Rebirth coming out, the first card. So change comes through a new understanding, forgiveness, and recognizing wisdom gained through experiences. Spiritual awareness grows and the meaning of love is understood. Affirmation, I'm spiritually aware. And we have awareness coming out, so they just go hand in hand. So you guys are reaching this new understanding of something. It's like finally something's going to start to make sense in the month of December. We do have a lot of eclipse energy going on in Gemini, in Sagittarius, and so don't be surprised if lots of things start to come to light within you, within relationships, within your job, or anything for that matter. Check out your houses and your placements. That's gonna give you an indication of what you can expect during this eclipse season, so check that out. There is this sense of forgiveness, like I was mentioning, second chances. Some of you might be giving a second chance or a second go-round to whether this is a relationship or a forgotten dream or something that maybe you pushed aside in the past. Maybe you're returning to something and giving it a second go-round or a second shot, whatever that might be for you. It doesn't have to be an ex or anything. It literally could be like, oh, there was some sort of passion or hobby that you once loved and enjoyed, but then you kind of had to worry about your own responsibilities and life got in the way, and so you kind of had to push that to the side. Well, maybe you're returning to a forgotten dream or something like that. Anyways, recognizing wisdom gained through your experiences. So every single thing that you've gone through has led up to where you are today. It doesn't matter how good or bad those experiences were in the past. At the end of the day, you're on this timeline because of those things. You are you right now because of those experiences. Every single thing has led up to this very point right now. And so recognizing the things that you might have gone through in past relationships, in past jobs, within yourself, how you were raised as a child, recognizing the patterns, and if those patterns are actually helping you in the long run or if they're actually keeping you stuck, and needing to recognize what areas in your life may need to change, this new rebirth, this renewal, what needs to be let go, what skins you may need to shed moving forward. So spiritual awareness grows and the meaning of love is understood. As you become more aware of the things going on within you, in your relationships, these patterns, these things that you're trying to shed, you're becoming more aware, and you're also able to love yourself more and those around you. You're letting go of burdens, grudges, even hatred, like enviness, like jealousy. You're letting go of all that low vibrational shit. You're clearing that out of the way, and you're making a clear path towards love and happiness and things that are really good. You're letting go of the crap and making space for some good things, all right? And so as you're doing that, it's uncomfortable. You're going through all these changes. You're blossoming, you're changing, you're growing. Anyways, you're needing to ground yourself. You're really needing to balance yourself through these changes because it can get intense. It can get overwhelming. And, you know, with that overwhelmingness, we may tend to fall into old habits or, you know, indulge in things that may try to numb these feelings. So be mindful of that, right? That again, that might be some sort of habit that you're trying to break away from the past. So balance needing to come out, reminding, hey, you might be in the clouds and you're needing to come down just a little bit, all right? Ground yourself, finding that middle ground. And I said that in your last reading. So if this resonates, check that last reading out for November. Balancing activities and rest will increase your strength. Your body will indicate changes required in your nutrition. Affirmation, I am energized. Making sure that you are taking care of your well-being, eating well, sleeping enough, drink enough water, getting your nutrition, as well as, you know, staying active and putting that energy towards things that make you feel good physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, like really trying to invest in yourself and ground yourself through these changes. That's like going to be the one constant that will help you through the shift that you're going through right now. So in order to stay energized, you're really needing to take care of yourself, your well-being, and make sure that you are well rested so that you don't feel depleted or running on empty, things like that, okay? And then we have awareness. So be aware of those things. Be aware of how you feel. And if any of those things feel a little bit off balance, it's time to figure out, okay, how can I realign myself? How can I center myself? Okay, so awareness. Allow your direction to unfold as you become more aware. Healing begins in the quiet of your mind, and answers are forthcoming even if you've not asked a question. Affirmation, I'm listening. So definitely focus on the breath. Take some time out of your day to sit in your thoughts and analyze and observe what you are going through, what you are feeling, what you are thinking, you know, especially if you're trying to heal from some things in your life, these patterns that you're trying to break, or this heartbreak you're trying to forgive, or whatever that you've been going through. Really allow yourself to feel those things and express them, speak them out loud, being aware, because once we ignore it, once we try to just push it away and pretend it's not there, that's when it causes the most problems. We're actually needing to face it head on instead of trying to push it under the rug and pretend it's not there and try to move on with their day-to-day life like, oh, I don't have the time for it. No, you have to, otherwise it's going to be a problem down the line. If you want to push it under the rug, that's cool, but just know it's going to come back until you face it, until you look at these things that you're needing to be aware of, these patterns, these cycles, these things that aren't helping you. They're going to continue to keep following you. So might as well just look it right in the face instead of ignoring it and pretending it's not there, because really all you're doing is pushing that to your subconscious. It's making it worse. It's more difficult to actually pinpoint what is the main issue here. Okay, so answers may come up as you meditate or as you journal, as you start to identify these feelings and these thoughts that you're having and where it stems from. Okay, so you guys might be getting a lot of clarity because of these things. Okay, definitely there is this patterns and cycles that you need to be aware of, especially because something new is starting. You're rebirthing into this new chapter, this new beginning. You want to break away from those cycles. You don't want to continue to keep repeating them. Otherwise, you're not really going anywhere. You're not elevating. I mean, if that's what you want, that's cool. There's lessons that need to be learned here, okay? So let's get into some animal oracle messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2020. I heard September. Something about September may be significant to you. Any animal oracle messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2020. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December? I keep wanting to say September for some reason. Something about September. That's seriously for somebody out there. Animal oracle messages for, okay, Dolphin came out, which that actually did come out when I was prepping this deck. There's this energy of healing, needing to have compassion. Also, blessings are coming, alright? Can't complain about that. Animal oracle messages for Libra. We have the owl. Oh, we got some blessings coming your way, Libra. These two cards talk about blessings and, you know, other things. We'll get to that. But already, there's something. You guys are going to be blessed in December. This holiday season is going to be something fantastic. We also have the hyena. Okay, definitely needing to speak your truth, taking your goals seriously. Apply yourself. Apply yourself, because some of you might be falling into this shadowy side where you're not really taking your goals seriously. Maybe you're procrastinating, you're not feeling motivated, just kind of delaying your own progress. Whatever that is for you, that's kind of like what you might be needing to be aware of, right? Cycles that might be delaying your progress. There might be some sort of resentment you're holding on to, or some sort of pain that's residing within you that you're trying to pretend is not there. You know, the hyena is someone who's very fun to be around. They kind of like the class clown. Okay, I didn't even mean to say that. I meant to say jokester. Like, okay, class clown, same shit though. Someone who's just really fun to be around, jokes a lot. No one will suspect that the hyena could be going through some dark shit. Why? Because the hyena jokes and seems all fun and witty and uses sarcasm to mask those hidden, deep feelings that they're afraid of expressing. You know, there might be a fear of truly being vulnerable or expressing yourself or facing these demons or facing these things that are going on within you. And so instead you make jokes about it because you don't know how to handle it, because maybe that was how you were raised or whatever that is for you. Okay, anyways, so the hyena, there is this need to like take some things a little bit more seriously, especially if it's affecting you, especially if it's been on your mind, or if it's something that, you know, you're needing to be more aware of. All right. We have the owl here. There is this immense wisdom that you carry on. You've gone through a lot of experiences, right? And that is what has led you to your wisdom. You know, you've learned from these things and you have a lot of wisdom in your back pocket, but make sure you'll use that wisdom, that knowledge in the future, instead of repeating those cycles that you've gone through and having the same outcome like every other time. Being mindful of what put you in that situation in the first place. What was it? And how can you avoid it? And how can you do things differently in the future? All right, so using that wisdom to your advantage. All right, so turning that knowledge, those experiences, and using that as wisdom in the future, okay? There are blessings coming your way. There are a lot of good things. There's abundance coming if you dedicate yourself and you work hard, okay? Because, you know, manifestations are coming through, but you also got to meet them in the middle. You can't just sit around and do nothing and expect it to come meet you at your doorstep. No, you actually got to put the work out there. You got to put yourself out there. You actually have to put in some effort. Oh, you probably don't want to hear me say that, but it's true. So putting that effort in, that's what's going to make that difference. That's where you're going to see the return, okay? There's a blessing coming, some sort of reward, whether this is financial or spiritual. There's something coming towards you. Be ready, get ready, it's coming. It's a little gift from the universe. It's the holiday season. And so then we have the dolphin, and the dolphin is this very healing energy, very spiritually evolved, or in tune with themselves. And, you know, this is kind of tying in. You guys might be leveling up spiritually, being more aware, really tuning into your gifts. And this does talk about healing those things, those aspects of yourself. And as you heal, you level up, you raise your vibration, things like that. Some of you have no idea the impact you make in this world or in people's lives. You think that you're insignificant or that, you know, it's not that big of a deal and like you don't really matter. You do matter. Like you make a huge difference in people's lives, whether you want to recognize it or not. You make a difference. You shift people. You have this energy that is really nurturing, really helpful to those around you. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who give you that in return, making sure it's balanced, right? We don't want to involve ourselves in situations where we are constantly extending and giving and giving and giving, but not receiving anything back. It's unbalanced. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with like-minded spirits, okay? The hyena. Humor, wit, and sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams needing to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, charming, witty, and fun to be around. When out of balance, scrappy, petty, and suspicious. And to bring into balance, the rarity. So the owl, abundant, clairvoyant, and treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on its way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you will see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can help further serve your dharma and bring abundance to this world. Trust that the wellspring of this treasure is infinity. When in balance, generous, trusting, and secure. When out of balance, money, quarrels, and scarcity, and to bring into balance, an offering. And then we have the dolphin, innately intelligent, healer, light, and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. The dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming into contact with the dolphin type will change your entire course of your day and thus your life. This card can also indicate that a profound blessing is on its way. When in balance, an active healer in strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, underestimates own power, and to bring into balance, surrounding yourself with like-minded spirits. Okay, so let's jump into some tarot, see what's going on, get some messages. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Get some messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December, if I can pick up the deck. Any messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2020? What's going on for Libra? We actually, we just have, oh, we have the sun. We have the sun come out. It just flipped itself out. I can go with this. I can't complain. You can't complain. It's looking good. There's some blessings, happy times, celebratory energy coming together with your like-minded spirits. All right. This is Leo energy. You may have Leo on your chart, or you could be connecting with a Leo. We actually have, like, in this card, there's all the elements out here. We have all the astrological signs coming into union over here. Okay, so messages for Libra. I think in Leo's reading, I wanted to call them Libra. I don't remember. I feel like I wanted to call you Leo, and I was like, wait, did that happen in Leo's reading? I think it might have. I don't know. Anywho, messages for Libra. I wanted to say Leo for December 2020. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2020. Woo! This card's, oh, Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there could be some enlightenment, some sort of truth. These two cards coming out. Notice the sun in this card. It's in the reverse, but the sun's coming through in this reading. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know what this is. 9 of Wands. Oh, wow, look, the sun and the moon. Okay, so the sun's coming out in every single card we have here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. Oh. Okay, well then. Well, let's get into this. Immediately, the energy I'm getting from this is that you guys are getting some sort of clarity coming up. So there's some sort of confusion that you're feeling, that you're experiencing, this mental fog, mental confusion. You're unable to really see the full picture in a situation, or there is something that was left open-ended. Like there was definitely some sort of ending in the past, and let me tell you, it was painful. Painful. Look at the heart. Stabbed. There could have been some sort of betrayal or hurt of some sort. There was some pain over here. Okay, but something came to an end. But this is being brought into balance. Something positive is coming from this. We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So with every ending brings a new beginning. This could be second chance. I don't know. Maybe this is clarity or clearing the air of some sort. Just throwing it out there. Okay, that's for whoever that's for. But there's some sort of good news. Oops, I did not mean to knock that. There's some sort of good news coming from this ending, or some sort of blessing coming from the curse, okay? There's some sort of enlightenment here. You're finally starting to understand why this may have happened, or some sort of truth, something that didn't make sense. Maybe this happened 6 months ago, because with all this eclipse energy, eclipses are like a snapshot for 6 months. So 6 months ago, around June, July, there could have been something that went down, and now things are starting to wrap up with this eclipse energy. I do feel with the eclipse coming up on the 14th in Sagittarius, there could be some things coming to light, alright? Because in every single card out here, these three, the sun, the moon, the sun, in all these cards. So there's some sort of truth. There's some sort of enlightenment. Yes, the sun as itself, this is a great card. Optimistic about the future. Childlike energy. Things taken off the ground. Finally, basking in that sun and delight after all this hard work and dedication. Finally, success and seeing all your hard work pay off. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Taking the rest into consideration, there is something that you are finding the truth about, or something finally is coming to light. There is that sun and the moon in the Nine of Wands coming out here. This is also determined, like you're determined to find the truth, you're determined to get answers, you're determined to get clarity or closure, or maybe even speaking your truth. There is some sort of like rebirth or renewal of something over here. And maybe this is what's bringing this Ace of Cups. There may be something new starting. There is definitely something new starting. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Jupiter out here. We have air, a little bit of water. There's something you were confused on, and now that's coming to light, or now you're getting answers or clarity, or you are finally starting to heal that part of you, right? This is what awareness said. Healing begins in the quiet of your mind and answers are forthcoming. And then Rebirth said, understanding, new understanding, and forgiveness, recognizing wisdom gained. So there is this sense of like forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving those maybe involved in this ending for your own good, no longer carrying that burden or that guilt or that heaviness from whatever went down in the past, like learning to just lay it to rest, basically. And as you lay something to rest, there's like this, first of all, success in some sort of business ventures. Just got to throw it out there. If you've been investing yourself, your time, your energy into an idea, into a project, or into work, some of you might be receiving some sort of raise or sudden boost of income, or like there's some sort of blessing, like I said, with Dolphin and Owl coming your way. So keep that in mind. There is definitely some good stuff coming your way. For some, there's a new relationship on the horizon. I see that's pretty successful. You may have a lot of pursuers or lots of eyes on you, so just keep that in mind. Be mindful of who you give your energy towards. Make sure there's balance over here with Dolphin, making sure you surround yourself with like-minded spirits. But yeah, there's some sort of blessing coming your way as you are healing aspects of yourself, as maybe you are getting truth or clarity, or you're speaking some sort of truth or speaking your mind, getting something off your chest. There's some sort of change here. There's some sort of change, and with every ending brings new beginning. So I do feel like this Ace of Swords in reverse is talking about the Ten of Swords. So I know right now it's confusion, but it's looking like there's going to be some sort of clarity coming from this confusion, from this ending. Something will finally make sense, or will free you from whatever this was, this pain. And as you are free from that, make space for new things, new relationships, new love, healing, and kind of getting rid of that block. Okay, I'm gonna check the bottom just to see if there's anything else. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Swords, The Aeon and Death. Okay, so just to give a little bit more, because this is kind of like short and straight to the point. No longer waiting on this past situation. There was definitely some wrongdoing that went down. 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and Ace of Swords in reverse. There's some lying, manipulation. Anyways, you're looking back at this past situation, the Aeon Judgment energy, using the wisdom you have now and the mindset you have now. Looking back, reflecting, doing some analyzing. Could also bring up second chances or reconciliations. You decide what you want to do with that. But looking back and analyzing a past situation. And then we have death. So I do feel like finally closing the door, closing some sort of chapter over here. Scorpio energy. And as you close that door, of course, something new comes. Alright, so we're going to get some Tikashi messages to go with this. Let's get into it. Tikashi messages for Libra. If I can pick it up. Okay. Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December regarding this reading. Oh my god, excuse me. Any Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December. Tikashi messages for Libra. Alright. Tikashi messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have compassion. Tikashi messages for Libra. Inspiration. Tikashi messages for Libra. And anticipation. You guys are anticipating this new start, this new beginning, good things coming your way, the blessing. I don't blame you. I'd be anticipating that too. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. Be patient. Be open to receive. All right. So we have compassion coming out first. Allow tenderness and kindness into your thoughts and actions, and soften your attitude towards yourself and others. Feel how good it is to be kind to yourself. Lovingly allowing the journey of others, you can be there for them with the understanding and support. Let go of sympathy and allow compassion. Allow the feminine energy of gentleness to enter your daily life. So be a little bit more softer, be a little bit more compassionate and understanding to not only those around you, but yourself most importantly. No more beating yourself up over your past mistakes and things you may have done wrong. And oh, I shouldn't have let this person in, I should have seen the signs. No more beating yourself up. It is what it is. You can't go back in time to undo it. You can just move forward using that wisdom, learning from it, growing from it, and changing, growing, learning, expanding, and becoming a better person. Rebirth, renewal, and forgiving, right? So be gentle on yourself. We have inspiration. So there is this sense of inspiration and excitement moving forward, or you are anticipating, like you have this feeling that's building up inside and you know what's coming. So the river of all-knowing allows every possibility to be open to you. Allow yourself to tap into this vastness. Be inspired to open yourself to the riches the world has to offer. In any moment you can allow inspirational thinking to set you free. Which moment will you choose? And then we have anticipation. Anticipation creates a feeling of excitement. Hold on to that feeling of anticipation as you embark your next course of action. Unusual occurrences may not be anticipated, but don't waste time worrying either. Let go of expectations, they only take you out of the now moment. When you anticipate, you can enjoy the fun of the whole journey right here and now. So, Libra, that is what I got for December. If you guys got something from this reading, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, happy holidays, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!